Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be doing another playthrough of Frostpunk 2 today. We're going to be continuing our development of our city in the wilderness. Right now, our major issue that we're struggling with is figuring out how we're going to do with the supplies. Right now, we have our coal, our oil pretty much locked down at this point, but our main issue is figuring out how to get more supplies into the city so we can get more building and more prefabs and more goods out to the people. That's our biggest issue right now that we have to figure out how to deal with. You can see we're currently at -8. Housing is at an issue. Housing wouldn't be much of an issue if we could get more up and out there for our people. But yeah, we are having some issues right now getting that all worked out for us. So we're going to have to go here and switch it over to prefabs because we need those prefabs built up. My apologies, Bellios, that we have to switch off of the goods, but we need to get as much as possible prefabs. I will try to get as much as possible done, but what can you do? And right here, for example, we're all out of supplies, so we're going to disassemble that. This guy, he's all done, so this one has to also be deassembled as well. That's pretty much what we're going to be having to do there. Let's see here. Okay, we can do some more building. Get this built out a bit more. Let's go over here. Let's go take a look here. Create settlement. Prefabs. There you go. Many scouts will be injured. Sounds like expedition. Yeah, we're gonna try to figure that out. What's this guy here? Possible settlement. No access to resource deposit. A mining complex once inhabited by children who over many years grew old and are now elder citizens of New London. Requirements 10 explorers. Okay. Deposit fully extracted. Output. Settlement prefabs. Okay. It's going to take some prefabs for that one, unfortunately. So what's this one over here? Hot Spring Refugee. In the heart of the mountains pass stands an old loading station, likely used to connect Outpost 11 with distant hot springs. Inside we found the body of an elderly man who had frozen while waiting for a transport that never arrived. Come back later. We'll try to rebuild that as best we can. Let's see. Let's launch an expedition to figure out what's going there. Weather station. Okay, yes. So we have that going. That's currently being worked on, I think. We're going to leave that be. We could set up a settlement over here to get our harvest up, to get more food. No Skyway connection requires 10. Grassland teams requires 100 prefabs. Yeah, see, it's always up down to the prefabs. Let's go down here. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Resources. Radical idea. Apex workers. Pass. Vision. Help nomads. Research the Apex workers. Let's see. This harsh world has no place for weakness. We will solely rely on the fittest and strongest workers and push them. We will solely rely on the fittest and strongest workers and push them to achieve their maximum potential. Production efficiency is significantly increased Heat demand is also. I don't want to give the evolvers. I have 30,000 oil stockpile in the hold right now before nomads return. Let's see, what's this one? Let's pass expedition support. Let's see. Outpost. Frontier front holds. Attended front date. Expedition support. Where is the pass? Oh, pass actually. Expert. Okay. City. Your room must aid expeditions by helping them prepare for the journeys. Hold on it. Let's see what we get. Hey, there we go.
The eyes
55. Okay. Let's see. City. Housing block. Nice housing block, housing block, housing block. Residential tower designed to provide shelter to a large number of citizens in a limited amount of space. We'll research that, get some how the housing upgrades done. Because we gotta figure something to help out the housing.
Note, a new rule enters into force.
Let's fix that. There we go. Sunny food. Skyway acquires 10 frost teams. Let's go take a look. Alright, let's go ahead, get this built out. Okay, get that set up there. Let's go here. Okay, there we go. Let's get that built out. Yeah, okay, so we have enough prefabs now, but we're going to have to require a little bit more time. Let's see.
Due to lack of maintenance materials, only the most urgent repairs will be undertaken.
Let's see here. Deactivate, no access to resource deposits. Remains. Vast frozen forest remains. 4 million empty. Let's see here. Subsidized housing. Constructed in these districts. Food. Okay. What can we do here? Let's get this upgraded. Go. Assign research increases relations. Housing distribution. Workers' housing. Workers' dormitory. Let's see. -1 heat stamps. 10 heat demand. Production efficiency is increased. Production efficiency is slightly increased. Workers' dormitories. Housing. Mandatory crowding. Everyone is allowed the minimum living space required to meet their needs. People with more space are required to take in strangers. Tension is marginally increased. Shelter provided by housing is increased. Let's go take a look. Housing block. Housing block. Let's see here. 10. No Skyway connection, so we have to set up a Skyway to get that guy going. We need heat stamps. Okay. Time to go raise some funds, people. We need the money. So, who are we scavenging off this time? This buddy.
Stuart!
Darn, can't raise funds off you right now. Damn, can't raise funds off you. We're trying to improve our relations with you. That. Let's see. Oh, okay. We should be able to do it now. Okay. There we go. Okay. Great settlement. No, we don't want that one up right away. This one here, output. This is the one we want to get created right away. Okay. Let's create this. Expand operations. London output 400 coal. Requirements. Let's see, this is here. Let's see, iron. That's great. Survive the wild. Thousands of our people make their homes in the frontier of our settlements. No longer do we cling to the clutches of the generator. The dream of making this world our own is real. Unless the frost tests us again, we must survive. Let's see here. Okay. Familiar herd. The same reindeer herd has provided us food at various occasions over the last few decades. It seems the herd's numbers have increased. We can safely send out the hunters. An outpost here could increase our supply 90 food until its deposit of 60,000 food is depleted. Crashed dredgeable? Let's see. An opulent passenger vessel lies under the snow, barely visible. The charts inside indicate it left London and was headed for a site in the Ashtop Mountains when the great storm struck. There seems to be many more bodies than the vessel was designed to carry. It will be grim work to dig around the bodies, but we can salvage cores from the wreck. Come back later. Let's take a look at this one. Hot springs. Hard to take infants. Many small mounds under a cliff attract our scouts' attention. They discover hundreds of infant skeletons. A track from the top of the cliff leads to the hot springs. We can only assume they have their reasons for doing this. Perhaps we can offer to take any children the hot springs cannot support to New London. We don't have the ability for that. Settlement population approximately 3,500 people. These hard people live in deep reverence of the natural springs, which they believe can cure any ailment. Their supply hothouses and subterranean housing are barely enough to support their population, so their culture ensures nothing is wasted and no weakness is tolerated. They are skeptical of outsiders, but perhaps we can convince or force them to allow our sick to heal at the natural springs. If we have access and a trail to the hot spring, we can reduce disease. We'll come back to this later. Let's see here. Launch an expedition here. Let's see. We'll launch an expedition there. Now, let's rethink about this. We need the prefabs. Sorry. We're making the... We don't have any ability for that. Well... we already made things worse with them. We don't want to do that. We won't go for that one quite yet. Blocked by storm. The captain himself ordered this. Dang it. Would have been really nice if we could get this up and going. Let's go in here, take a look down here. Let's see. Come back later. Survive the white. Let's see if we can get that shit down a little more. Nope, we'll leave that be there. Decrease that.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Let's see here. I wonder how long this will last. We shall see. We shall see. Coal and liquid factories. Coal liquefiers. outputs. Let's see here. Unlocks the intake. Say generator bonus, which increases the heat yield of the selected fuel types. Advanced factory pump jacking. Let's research it. Let's get more oil produced. Let's go. Let's go ahead. Let's go take a look. Okay. Two cores. Let's get that going. We have to find. Where did? Take the wise woman in. Not possible to request 5 wrestling teams. Okay. Yeah, we'll take him in. We need to get that. Let's go. Okay, entering. Requires 60. Oh, you kidding me? Not enough material? Fish smelters. 2 cores. Let's see here. So this requires 2 cores. This one, we'll have enough. Okay, good. Okay. Send more workers and restore the machines to core productivity. Do it.
Stewart!
Nomad raid. Old dreadnought. Start it. Stewart, the Nomads raided our oil supply last night. They tore through the streets, cutting down anyone who stood in their way. Horrified colonists watched helplessly as they siphoned our oil into a wagon. They took great care to avoid the sight of the graves we desecrated. Before they left, they dragged the body of the colony foreman out into the snow with the word liar written in oil across his chest. At the very least, this seems to be the end of it. All that's left now is to recover. Dang it. Let's see here. Damn. Let's see here. We gotta send out more people. Expand. Fully upgraded. Output 600. Okay, perfect. Let's go take a look down here. Evolver's demands failed. Evolvers are furious. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let the Evolvers trust. I don't care about the Evolvers. Coal mine settlement. 2,040 people. Okay. Settlement is fully upgraded. Okay. Base requirements minus 30 oil. $214 murdered by violent criminals. Dang it. Severe tension. Dang it. Okay, excellent. Let's see. Prefabs. Dang it, not enough she's always the prefabs. Always. That's always the Achilles heel. Wait, what's the... Dang it. Shite. We still have some reserve here, but not much. Better there. Yeah, just change it there. Dreadnought Husk. Curse of the Winterhome. An ancient empty dreadnought hall towers over the flat snow. Our scouts meet some people living in shelters on the leeward sides, who claim the mighty machine was stripped clean long before they arrived. The people have asked us to take them to New London, if only so they can be further away from the ruins of Winterhome. Everyone who goes there comes back with a cough that only worsens. One of the camp leaders say, "Stay away. Come back later." We don't have the option to do that. Ruins of Winterhome. Winterhome has a cursed history. A series of corrupt leaders pushed the city's generators beyond its limits. At last, a competent captain took charge, but by then the generator had been permanently damaged and doomed to explode. The city's people had no choice but to gather all they could to a nearby dreadnought and take their chances in the Frostlands. Rumor has it that the ruins still hold valuable resources, but our scouts avoid the site, fearing toxic gas leaking from fissures in the ground and ghosts that wail through the night. The place is dead. We should move on. Okay. Let's take a look-see here. Let's see here. Heating or housing. Let's see here. Shite. Do we not have enough develop? Well, what are we researching right now at the moment? We're advanced fracturing pump jacks. That's what we're. Blocked by storm. Ah, sheesh. Blocked by the storm. That sucks. Oh, man. Let's see what happens here. I don't. I don't know if we'll be able to survive this. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have a shave, people. We have a population of what? 21,127? I hate to say, by the end of the storm, we'll probably have about maybe 5,000, if that. We just don't have it. We just don't have it. Murdered.
Brace yourself.
Stewart!
Cold is coming.
So there's 900 food stamps given to faith keepers. Open the door, please let me in. Gotta find ways to decrease. Out, that's out. Cutting that down. Let's see here. Shutting down non-necessary resources. Decrease. Can't upgrade that anymore. Decrease. I have the option. $126. Let's see here. City. Heat pipe water. Heat demand is greatly decreased. Gotta negotiate. Frostlanders. Open to negotiate. 39 delegates, mostly hesitant. We need the Frostlanders. What would you do for voting for? Pathfinder Scouts. We will select the finest candidates and train them in the elite survival skills. Use a community action on Frostlanders. Community action granted agenda. Let Frostlanders choose the next law to be voted on in the council. There. We agree to that. Vote. Let's see what we got here.
The proposed law has been approved.
Okay. So we already did less than that by quite 600. Shite. Food. No choice. Gotta harvest them. I really just like having to harvest the poor boyos over there. Harvest. Not my fan. Not a fan of that at all. But that does decrease that by quite a bit.
Take note. A new rule enters into force.
Can't build anything out. Housing blocks, only build them now. $208 froze to death. High-rise housing district damage from squalor. Repair. Crime. Catastrophic. Hey. Build that up. See what happens here. Tension catastrophic. Minor. Okay, good. Housing staking.
Evacuated outpost workers. Report for rescue. Once.
Coal settlement. What are we doing here? How are we? What's our research? 89%. Sheesh. Taking so long. Engine 5 froze to death. Have negative relations with all communities staying. Housing. Population growth progress 86%. Strength population laws increased by neighborhoods, increased by no code laws on snipers. 15 registered as sick. What we got going on here? Sacrilege Evolvers. Steward, the Evolvers have seized the city's main temple and converted it into a hospital for whiteout victims. Every evening for 30 years, those fanatics have wasted valuable heat worshipping here, said one Evolver. Now we're using it to save lives. Faithkeepers beg you to resolve their temple. The city already has the means to care for its injured. The Evolvers are using this as an excuse to fulfill their blanket desire to eradicate our faith. What should we do? Restore the temple. Relations worsened with the Evolvers. Relations greatly improved with the Faithkeepers. Maintain the hospital. Main district will now slightly reduce disease and heal sick absentees. Faithkeepers' fervor is increased. Let's see. How much longer do we have to put up with this? Let's see. Can't do anything until the storm passes. Expedition, can't do that at the moment. How's this going over here? What do we have going down here? Advanced fracture pumping, new building. Excellent. Okay. Blasting, advanced blasting coal mine. Cores. Still warm. Housing's not great. Yeah. Have to repair that. Jeez. Okay, let's go ahead and do some more research here. Heat. Coal, liquidities. Extraction. Resources. City. Workers' compensation. Encourage competition. The city will allocate special bonuses to people who work the most. Research that. Grand agenda and Frostlanders. Rule. Propaganda. City. Outsiders. Allow productive outsiders. Accept all outsiders. We refuse entry to all who wish to join our city. Survival. Unregular worker shifts. Workplaces determine their own working hours depending on their specific needs. City. Rules. We will welcome all who wish to join our city. What's this? We will only let in outsiders who will contribute to the city's economy and turn away the unproductive. Percentage of active workers will slightly increase. Stands per capita greatly. Negotiate. Let's see. How can we get you to be on board for this? Ah, yeah. There you go. That works for me. Let's vote.
The proposed law has been approved.
There we go. Grant agenda on Frostlanders.
People of the city, your council has...
Grant agenda. Frostlanders demands met. The Frostlanders a delay that your word. They now look upon your rule more positively.
Stewart!
Housing, food, heat. Heat is our main concern right now. Okay. Okay. Output. Nancy and Stormwatch. The place where Frigid Nansen was last seen just before the great storm hit. The captain later ordered the walls strengthened and the ladder extended. Our expedition can use this base to rest and resupply. Possible settlement. Outpost 11 contains a military warehouse from before the frost. Over many years, a settlement here salvaged its contents for materials and cores. At one point, a temporary declaring independence from New London. Now the warehouse is empty. We could use it as a storage facility or salvage the remaining settlement. Reestablish Outpost 11. An outpost here will greatly increase our stockpile limits. Okay, definitely something we could work to once we have the manpower for it. Let's see here. Okay. Launch expeditions. Launch. Can't launch anything until the storm's passed.
Steward!
Yes, that one has to be fully going. Boiling tensions. Tension crisis. Steward. Tensions have risen to a fever pitch and threaten to tear the city apart. Angry mobs swarm the streets and the city descends into violent free-for-all. The people have lost faith that your rule can solve the many problems that plague us. The city spirals into chaos. If we do not calm the tension soon and restore order, this will be the end. You must reduce tension to severe before the city falls. The city must not fall. Reduce tension to severe.
Steward!
Do you hear us, Steward?
White out delirium.
Do not have a
Strike
pending
even
promise for this
hardened
community.
scouts. Stay indoors.
21 died. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this will help us. 189. Okay. Let's see. Shut that down. There you go. Okay. Shite. That was my mistake. Let's see here. workers. Volunteer workers. Okay. We gotta go overdrive. Stockpile out there. Increased by noble squalor, hunger. Is let's take a look. Deteriorating infrastructure. Steward. The endless cold and accumulated ice takes a heavy toll on our districts. Steel grows brittle and cracks. Wood deforms and splits. Winds batter our city. We need a steady supply of materials to maintain our infrastructure. Steep them in our squalor long enough, and our districts will deteriorate at a moment's notice, as one did just now. High squalor will continue to deteriorate our district until it's brought down. Tension crisis averted. You managed to steer us clear of the tension crisis. That was close. There we go. Housing there, taken care of. Build, one advance. Okay. Let's see here. Possible finding blocked due to weather. Okay. Oh, but there's no bad weather there.
Scouts, stay indoors.
Thank God. Storm leaves, all negative effects are removed. Thank God. Okay. Let's see here. Whiteout still a threat. Ice turns to steam as the whiteout wanes, but the return of the whiteouts has sobered even the brashest among us. We cannot rely on just one city to survive, the Evolvers argue. The whiteouts are still a danger. We must settle strong, sheltered locations, and there's nothing stronger than a site with foundations of a generator in place, like Winterhome. A cursed place, but large enough to support a growing population. The roots of its generator still hold strong in the frozen earth. If New London falls to whiteouts, we all fall. We need to settle Winterhome as our second city. We must change our plans. Chapter 3. Return to Winterhome. Colonize Winterhome. Past the gorge in the Cursed Valley lies the failed city of Winterhome. Our scouts have avoided the ruins for years, yet it's the only place we know of that can support our second city. We must reach for Winterhome and chart the area around it. We should take the time to prepare resources and workforce to return to Winterhome. We'll possess significant challenges. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, we need it. Okay, that's decreasing that bit. We need to get this place under control. He's too weak. Oh. Side roller, 41 medic, transporting the payment. He's too weak to make this commute. When the hospital was more central, this wasn't a problem, but wheeling him across town in the cold every day, they could have worshipped anywhere. We need a hospital in a city center for our patients. Those faith keepers spend all day praying for health and salvation. If they maintained the hospital, they could have had it. Selfish fools, a lot of them. Evolvers will never forget that you reverted their hospital back to a temple. Well, that's alright. I don't really care about them. They can go pound sand, for all my opinion. Let's see here. Launch expedition. Launch an expedition.
People of the city, your council has voted.
Sent out there, I will return as a frozen body. Let's see here. Resources. Advanced hothouse. Good factories. Paint demand. There we go. That there. That built up. Connect the trails. Let's see here.
Steward!
Clear us, Steward.
gotta go grab these cores. We gotta go hit them. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. Under 20 people carried in hospitals in New London.
Hear us.
Pursue a Pressure Point Winter Home. Steward, the Faith Keepers have gathered en masse, publicly flogging themselves to atone for your decision to settle Winter Home. Our pitiful flesh is weak, one priest cries as he whips himself. It needs warmth, a strong generator to survive. We should salvage the cores from Winter Home, that we might thrive once again. The Olivers argue that this act of self-regulation is a public disturbance, and warn it may encourage others to join the Faith Keepers. Faith Keepers may protest if the retaliation continues to worsen. Faith Keepers' favor is increased. Yeah. I'll not dictate how people choose to worship. Yeah. I choose this radical group.
Stewart!
And so it's given to New Londoners. This blatant favorism. I'm okay with that. Official. Let's go here. Work compensation efficiency bonus. To encourage competition, the city will allocate special bonuses to people who work the most efficiently. Negotiate. Level 4. Pathfinder Scouts. We will select the finest candidates and train them. Well.
The eyes have it!
Excellent. Bonus is now in force.
Take note. A new rule enters into force.
Hero Stewart!
There we go.
Stewart!
Evolvers begin protest. Steward, the evolvers have been growing susceptible towards the direction you are leading the city. Now they've decided to protest. The city is changing, and for the worse. We present this list of demands. Tend to them, and we will disperse, said one of their leaders. But if you refuse to change course on those, let us create a society that can give it all to the city. We will keep protesting until you respect their demands, further their vision of the city, or force them to disperse. Repeal the dedicated motherhood, research, birthing program. If you let them have their way, the evolvers will cease the protest. Population growth is marginally increased, disease is slightly decreased. Birthing program. To survive and thrive as a species, the fittest among us are selected and mandated to procreate. Procreate. Anyone bearing children outside the program will be punished. No. Promise to make it up to the evolvers some other way. Raise relations to neutral to stop their protests. Population growth is increased. Percent. No. Let's see. I reject you. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's go here. Transfer. There we go. See if that can ease that.
Stewart!
Path to power for the city's safety. Steward, the evolvers' protest has terrified many of the city. Many are calling for a response from the council. The captain limited the steward's powers, but he couldn't have foreseen this dissent. Maybe the time has come to increase our leader's authority for the safety of the city. Several proposals have begun suggesting that would help us deal with the protest. It's up to you to decide if we will place them on the agenda. Delegates will vote on charter laws based on their relations. Take me to the council. Call an immediate council session. Take me to the council. City. Guard forces. Steward may deploy squads of well-trained, well-equipped guards to put down disruptions and otherwise keep the peace. Unlocks the Quell Protest District ability, which ends protests using guards squads. Unlock the Mobile Watch squads district ability, which orders watchtowers to field specialized guard squads instead of fighting petty crime. Propose. Negotiate. Has act of promise. 40. We haven't done anything for Faith Keepers for a while. What do they want? Recovery hospital. Construct a building. Build recovery hospitals. Hospital outfitted with maternity ward and rehabilitation facility to ensure that patients recover fully before being released. Population growth is slightly increased. Will regularly cure significant numbers of sick absentees. Unlock the primarily trigger distinct ability, which decreases disease but will result in death. Yeah, we're not doing that. And heat demand. Yeah. Probably will not vote for it, but we had to try.
The delegates
Darn, so
have
close.
spoken.
67.
The law is tabled.
Let's see. Let's see. Damn. Okay. Take the cores. Let's see what we got here. Abandoned camp. Rows of empty bunkhouses remain from when a community camped here. They have little other traces, certainly nothing of value, but the structures themselves contain some useful components. Yeah, take them. On the snow lies a convoy of automatons with imperial livery and tarnished silver hulls. The machines seem to have come from the Ashtop Mountains. The scouts managed to decipher their last instructions. If no one arrives, seek survivors. Our scouts are confident they could repair the automatons to work in New London. Otherwise, we could repurpose the automatons' cores. Requires 30 prefabs. We're going to try to bring them back up to speed. Go forth. Launch. Place where it was last seen before the captain layer. Increase exploration speed. Let's leave that be.
Stewart.
Generator wear is dangerously high. The generator. Stewart, the generator stress levels are running dangerously high. We have been pushing it in overdrive for a long time now. If we do not let it cool off and rest, the pipes will burst and the core will leak or melt down. Repairing it will require significant resources, not to mention the inevitable human casualties. Turn off. We will find another way to stay warm. The generator will revert to normal operations. You may turn overdrive back on later if you wish. Negotiations end to protests. Nah. Oh. Recovery Hospital.
One of our oldest citizens has passed away. All are in...
Your demands failed. Sorry. Thank you. Demands met. Excellent. Trust falls due to ongoing protests. Okay. Revolver's protest expands to high-rise housing district. Oh, so they're going to the rich people now. Smart. Advanced. Let's see. 5.3 million. 5.3 million. And 5.3 million. Okay. There's no difference between those. Okay. There we go. Okay. Transfer resources. Good. There we go. Let's see here. Revolvers take over high-rise housing district. Protests spread. Stewart, the Revolvers protests have spread to another district. Some of their most radical members used the opportunity to sack the local recovery hospital. We never wanted this, screamed the angry crowd, and yet the Stewart had it built, with our resources and our labor. Let our fire amidst the city of joy. The recovery hospital soon collapsed. The recovery hospital suffered destruction during the Revolvers protest. For every 1,000 supporters, they will spread to another district over time. Let's see here. Should research that. Okay. You shall propose this. Negotiate. Partially open to negotiations. Let's see. Law. Vote. Let's go.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
We tried to be kind, and now it's time to crack on down. Not available because it requires 24 guards.
Attention, citizen. Is in effect.
Industrial, calibrated goods. Calibrated goods. Boiling tensions. Steward, tensions have risen to a fever pitch and threaten to tear the city apart. Angry mobs swarm the streets and the city descends into violent free-for-all. The people have lost faith that your rule will solve the many problems that plague us. The city spirals into chaos if we don't if we do not calm the tension soon and restore orders, this will be the end. You must reduce tension to severe before the city falls. A mother's life's work. Dedicated motherhood. Steward. A new father has come to us with a complaint. My vaginal Virginia recently bore our city's child and was thus released from work duties. Yet at home she ignores the baby's mauling and spends her days scribbling away at some ridiculous novel. She claims writing it is her life's true purpose. I ask you to burn her papers publicly as a warning to mothers not to abuse their leave for activities other than childbearing. He has brought her unfinished manuscript. What do you wish to do? We shall burn it, after all. Women having activities out of home? How dare they? How dare they create works of art? I'm like, dude, come on. Get a break. Burn the manuscript. Relations slightly improve with Faith Keepers. Changes to your relations with the Faith Keepers and community in the city. Relations with factions and communities are a major factor. Yes. We should let the mother pursue such passions if they so wish. Relations slightly improve with the Evolvers. Relations worsen with the Faith Keepers. Yeah, why? Why shouldn't we? Like, this is weird. Burn the manuscript. That seems like something a bit more towards the Evolvers. Return the manuscript. Yeah. Like, dude, come on. Like, it's calm down. Let's see. And go to logistics. There's pathway to scouts. Almost done. Protest. Quest to rise relations to neutral. Fine. We'll do something. Increase relations with the Evolvers to neutral.
Beware
Protest
of falling
expanded to
debris.
high rise.
Stay clear
Steward.
of falling.
Evolvers take over high rise housing district. Protest spreads. Steward, despite their tragic conditions, Evolvers' protests have spread to another district. The fall haze keeps claiming the lives of some of their supporters, and yet they don't relent. Unless we take action, it doesn't look like the situation will resolve itself. Some Evolvers die while protesting due to high squalor. For every 1,000 members, their protest can spread. I see.
Stewart!
There. Protests begun collapsing. Your relations with evolvers have improved enough that they don't feel inclined to protest anymore. Be wary. If they decline again, the problem might return. If they return again, I'm going to use the guard to stomp them out. Okay. 22 murdered by violent criminals. Let's see here. What do we have over here? Imperial freighter. The wreckage of a mighty freighter marked with the colonies of old empires. It is the only wreck we see facing away from the knot towards the coast. It seems to have collided with another vessel and partially sunk, but fortunately enough remains above the surface to be salvaged. The outpost here could increase our supply by 200 materials until its deposit of 2,444,000 materials is depleted. Connect. The Royal Navy. We located a wrecked ship lodged in its side, enclosed in a massive block of ice. HMS Atlanta, barely legible on the aft starboard hull. We were unable to get inside, but we found a jagged hole into the engine room. It was full of coal and not much else. The place made our scouts quite uneasy. We noticed that our compasses were behaving erratically in the vicinity of the wreck. Probably best not to linger here. Take the coal. Protests ended. Due to improved relations, protesters going home. Good. Stockpile fuel. Heat hubs. Proximity heat. Demand is nearby district is decreased. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. there we go. To get the expansion done. Frostlander demands met. The Frostlanders are delayed. You kept your word. They now look upon your rule more positively and consider your leader with integrity. Yeah, we'll vote for that.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
Pathfinders. Worst. Let me give me 1 second here.
The delegates have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
Okay, sorry about that. Dismantle. Accessing the deep deposit requires deep melting drill building. Let's see. Let's get that. Adaption, tradition.
Steward.
Steward! Steward!
Okay.
Hear us. Steward.
Steward! Do you hear us, Steward?
There. On the project. Publicly announce your support for this faction. There.
A cold spell will soon hit us. Prepare accordingly.
Let's see here. There we go. Let's go take a look there. Repair the automatons. We need to repair those automatons. Come back later. Let's see. Take the goods, establish a manufacturing outpost. Yeah. The Old Empire. Possible settlement. Over the Snow Valley Towers, an opulent manor, complete with marble ballroom and an indoor pool of hot spring water. Our scouts walk straight past the classical library and Turner's suspect to be amazed by the fur coats and fleeting gear in the servants' quarters, as well as silver skinning knives and leather working tools. The scouts wanted to take the boots and coats home, but the commander disagreed. We should use these samples and these tools to set up a factory, reproducing the works of the old world. Then everyone in New London will have a fur coat and waterproof boots. Prepare to build an outpost here that will produce goods. Requires 15 Frostlander teams. Nope. Let's see. Show connect. Well, that would take some time. We'll have to let the other scout teams get freed up before we continue forward. A steel shed is... Sorry about that. A steel shed sits by a small crevice. Its doors rusted shut, the letters IEC embedded across its roof. Our scouts managed to cut their way in and found a store of cores and tower pumps, parts once used to connect the generators. Take the parts. Come back later. Take. We took a core from a locked chamber. Nothing but ruins remains. I see. Deposit fully extracted. Oh, what do we have here? Let's see. Settlement population, approximate 3,500 people. Ah, yes, I remember. This we've already talked about this one. Let's take a look here. We need to connect trails. Baron's Cave. A wall of whiskey barrels protects the entrance to this cave. Inside, shackled servants sell anything from stolen jackets to sun drugs. Towards the back of the market is where the servants themselves are bought and sold. Our scouts were handed a message. To whoever rules New London, I rescued each of my servants from certain death in the plague ridden village of the shipwreck camp. Send us the materials to make weapons, and we can expand the shipwreck itself. The Baron. Send materials. We must take more steps towards merit before our people will accept these allies. Requires 10 Frostliners. Okay, well. Captain's mine depleted. Alright. That's unfortunate. Settlement population, approximate 5,000 people. Broken chains hang from the gun wall of a wrecked prison hulk. Ah, prisoners. Okay, well, I'm a little less inclined to rescue them then. Funded by escaped convicts who swore all residents would be equal. Rival gangs formed over time and now compete for power. Our scouts say the settlement is in chaos, with different laws and practices behind each bunkhead. Until a clear authority reigns, there is nothing we can do with the wreck. Reinstall old leaders. The shipwreck's old leaders are rumored to be hiding out in the nearby ridgeline. We must take more steps towards equality before people will accept these allies. Support new leaders. If we arm the men at the nearby Baron's Cave, they'll be able to defeat the rival gangs and bring about order. Bring these people to New London. We'll come back later. An intriguing idea. Alright. 146. Let's go take a look.
Stuart.
Writer mother finishes novel. Dedicated mother. Steward Virginia Stephan, the woman whose manuscript you returned earlier, has finished her novel. Cantus shrieked by unseen voices. The book's nearly 1,000 pages are riddled with obscure metaphors and cryptic references. It's sparked a heated debate among its readers regarding its intended meaning. What we can agree on is general sense of paranoia, pain, and loathing. She has dedicated it to you. Oh no! Oh no! So let's reread that one more time. What we can agree on is the general sense of paranoia, pain, and loathing. She has dedicated it to you. Oh dear. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that she attributes her paranoia, pain, and loathing at you. But damn, that's pretty damning, dude. Well, we'll see what this results in. So that's pretty crazy. Housing district damage in an act of vandalism. Fair.
Beware of falling debris. Stay clear of poorly maintained buildings.
Let's go down here. We need to extraction. Let's see here.
Stuart.
We need some money. Raise some funds for us, buddy. Frostlander has raised 500. There we go. Thank you. Let's see here. Transport. Go. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. There you go. go here. Let's see. Let's see, yeah. I think we're going to leave it here for today, folks. This is pretty good. We get into chapter 3. Got a little bit more build-up going on. I like it. And we'll try to get over that a bit more. Our morality. Let's take a look-see here. Tradition. Merit. So progress, equality, and reason. Take a look here. Recognize scouts. Mass production. Dang it. Let's vote for this. Get this out of the way.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
Let's see. Laws, goods. Dang it. Can't I use like my, like I have rule of law. So we may declare a motion important to the city's survival, cutting debate, and oh no, I can't. Damn. That's unfortunate. Okay. Yep.
Take note.
We're gonna leave it here, folks.
Enters
We'll save it
into
up.
force.
Screw it. We'll go 5 more minutes, just so that we're at that 2-hour mark. And then we'll call it good. Let's see here. What do we got going on here? Elaine Fisher, 35, unemployed officially. Watching the tables. They claim they'll spend those funds to help their community, but I know these faith keepers, bigwigs, will end up here eventually. They always do. And as Rise pours their drinks, they'll sip a handful of heat stamps into her stocking, courtesy of the steward. A very old part of me wants to clobber these pigs, but most of me just hopes the steward funds us next. You have repeatedly funded the Faith Keepers projects. That fixed up. Let's see, get this going. Like this. There we go. How is there not getting any stockpile of oil here? What the? Let's go there. Vanguard. Base
Help
charge.
us
Living
keep
essential
you
surviving
warm.
here by training.
Report all leaks and damages to the nearest maintenance office.
Let's see here. Just skyway capacity was reduction is outpost connected to skyways increase. Deck. Do you want to destroy this building? Yes. Yes.
Steward!
Steward.
Steward!
Crime. Faithkeepers suggest action. Stewart, we're struggling with crime. A group of Faithkeepers have come forward with an idea on how to solve it. We should research Patrol Watchtower. Let us pursue it and the city will benefit. The Faithkeepers look with distrust at what other communities propose. They would surely appreciate your getting behind their idea. Faithkeepers want to research Patrol Watchtower to solve problems with crime. Investigate the solution. If they have a way to solve crime, it warrants our attention. Promise Faithkeepers that you'll research Patrol Watchtower within 80 weeks. Improving the city infrastructure is the best way to handle this. Promise to provide a surveillance hub. You will have 80 weeks to address this issue. Handle crime another way. There must be a better way to solve crime. Promise to reduce crime problems to the minor crimes. You will have 60 weeks to address this issue. I will go another route. Let's go here. Okay. That's up there. New energy demands failed. Yes, I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. Let's go take a look here. Hub. Fighting hub. Relay hub. Communication hub. Surveillance. Air transportation hub. Air transport hub. Towering docking stations for transport of workers drastically reduces commute time. Oh. Yeah, research the idea. Let's get that underway. Steward's militia. The steward may bolster the ranks of the guards by recruiting hardened fighters from communities. Ah! Oh! That is a... Oh, boy. People do not like that. Okay, okay. Let's go there. You sure you want to demolish this? Yes. Survivalist headquarters. Survivalist headquarters. Vanguard.
Steward! Steward!
Evolvers begin protesting again. Yeah, we're going north for now. Okay, and with that, we are past the 2-hour mark, folks. Okay, we are going to leave this problem here. We're going to come back. We are going to crush these ungrateful arseholes. Next time around, we're going to get our food upgraded. And yeah, we got a lot of work to do. And I'm looking forward to it. We got to get a lot of production done. Anyways, thanks for everyone tuning in. Hopefully you have a wonderful Saturday night. And I'll catch y'all later.